very humbly request that you admit this application.
As an issue of ensuring that justice is done and a fair opportunity has been afforded, it has not been very easy for me in dealing with this particular matter. It has not been very easy for me.
Would be that the application which is founded in the law.
The contemner in this case was accorded every opportunity to punch the contempt to the extent that attending a workshop in Mombasa was more important than obeying a court summons intended to seek an explanation on the whereabouts of the second to the petitioners, last seen on the 19th of August 2024, the date of alleged abduction. Nevertheless, I took note that on the last date, the contemner attempted to bring in his deputy to explain the position with regard to the summons. The deliberate defiance of court orders brings impunity, particularly when it is done by those entrusted with public power, as it is inconsistent with the purposes and the objects of the Constitution. In passing this sentence, I am conscious that it is directed to the highest ranked police officer in this country. He is still in office. That might pose a challenge in the enforcement of the order, since in police service, seniority is highly regarded. That, however, cannot deter me from pursuing and standing firm in the defense of the aspirations of Kenyan people who desired at the time of enacting this constitution to have a country that is governed by adherence to the rule of law. Part of the oath of office that I took as a judge states as follows: I will at all times, and to the best of my knowledge and ability, protect, administer, and defend this constitution with a view to upholding the dignity and the respect for the judiciary and the judicial system of Kenya. End of quote. The constitution of this country is supreme, and Article 2.1 reiterates that by stating that it binds all persons and all state organs. No man or state organ or authority is above the Constitution. The Constitution command through this court is that I uphold the rule of law by protecting the integrity of the judicial system. The significance of this sentence today is to vindicate the cherished principle of the rule of law in our constitutional democracy by restoring the dignity and the authority of this court in public interest. Borrowing from the South African Constitutional Division, the contemner shall serve sentence as follows. The contemner, Mr. Gilbert Masengeli, is sentenced to 6 months imprisonment. Mr. Masengeli is ordered to submit himself to the Commissioner General of Kenya Prisons to ensure that he is to be committed to a prison facility to commence serving sentence of the imprisonment imposed. In the event that he does not submit himself to the Commissioner General of Prison Service as ordered, the Cabinet Secretary for the National Interior must take all steps that are necessary and permissible in law to ensure Mr. Gilbert Masengeli is committed to prison to commence serving the sentence imposed on him. The court, nevertheless, finds it desirable to impose this sentence as a coercive order as opposed to a punitive order. In that regard, Mr. Masengeli may avoid serving this sentence, and therefore, in that regard, the court shall suspend this sentence for 7 days only. The Acting Inspector General of Police can redeem himself and comply by availing himself before this court in person to answer to the issues he has been avoiding. In default, the sentence shall automatically become effective.